Trade talks with China this week have not resulted in a deal. Instead, the president says he'll be ordering a new round of tariffs. CBS News White House correspondent Ben Tracy is at the White House now. Ben, there was supposed to have been a ceasefire in this trade war, so what happened?
Well, that ceasefire appears to be over, and this is an abrupt escalation of this trade war between the United States and China. The president has announced a 10% tariff on $300 billion worth of Chinese goods. These are new tariffs, so these are goods that had not previously been tariffed. And the administration really has gone out of its way to try to only put tariffs on things that people aren't going to notice right away. But with this $300 billion worth of tariffs, people will notice this. This is the kind of stuff that you would probably buy at a store like Walmart or Target, Apple products, things like that, because they're simply running out of goods that are more parts and supplies, those sorts of things. So this is significant. It's also significant because these trade talks in Shanghai just ended a day ago. The trade team just came back here to the White House, so apparently that was not very fruitful. There are going to be more trade talks in September here in Washington. The president says these new tariffs will go into effect on September 1st. So clearly he's trying to use these as a bargaining tool to get China back to the deal that they thought they had at least a couple of months ago. The president has accused the Chinese of reneging on that deal and also not coming through on buying agricultural products and other things that the president had touted as concessions that his team had gotten.
Ben, is the president prepared to stand his ground on this through 2020? He's facing re-election.
It appears that way. I mean, if you believe his tweets he's been tweeting this week, even as his trade advisors were just landing in Shanghai, he was basically throwing cold water on those trade talks, saying that he thinks China's dragging its feet and really trying to wait him out. His theory is that the Chinese might be waiting to see the outcome of the election, that if a Democrat gets elected, they think they might get a better deal. Well, the president has warned them. He has said, if I get reelected, you're going to get a worse deal than I have on the table right now, so you should probably make a deal. But the president does, at least rhetorically and with these tariffs, with this action, he does seem inclined to stand his ground and try to get them back to what he says was the deal that both sides had agreed to a couple of months ago.
All right, Ben Tracy, thank you.
Thanks.